Have you ever heard of those love stories that seem straight out of a movie? Well, get ready to dive into one of those. Just imagine a woman falling in love with her boss. It seems impossible, doesn't it? But believe me, that's exactly what we're going to discover together. What will be the challenges of this unlikely love? Will they be able to overcome the impossible barriers to be together? And of course, lots of romance. Once upon a time, there was a young girl named Sophia who worked at a fashion design company. She was very talented and really enjoyed her work. One day, while she was busy creating new clothing designs, she received an important call. It was the head of the company, Mr. Lucas. He said he needed to discuss some design ideas with her in person. Sophia was a little nervous, but also excited to have the chance to show her talent to her boss. When she arrived at Mr. Lucas's room, Sophia was surprised to see him. He was very handsome, with bright eyes and a kind smile. They started talking about the projects, and Sophia realized that they had a lot of ideas in common. As they worked together, Sophia began to admire Mr. Lucas more and more. He was smart, funny, and always supported her ideas. She found herself thinking about him all the time, something she had never felt before. Sophia realized that she was falling in love with her boss, a feeling that left her a little confused. She didn't know if Mr. Lucas felt the same way about her, or if it was just her imagination. As she left the office that day, Sophia couldn't wipe the smile off her face. She knew something special was happening, something that could change her life forever. And so began the story of unexpected love between Sophia and her boss, Mr. Lucas. In the days following her meeting with Mr. Lucas, Sophia couldn't get him out of her mind. Every time she thought about him, her heart beat faster and an inexplicable heat appeared in her cheeks. At work, Sophia and Mr. Lucas continued to collaborate on projects, and she realized that their moments together were the most special of her day. She admired the way he valued her opinions and encouraged her to be even better at her job. At night, before going to sleep, Sophia relived in her mind every conversation, every smile, and every look exchanged with Mr. Lucas. She found herself daydreaming about a future where they could be together, but she also worried that she was mistaken about her feelings. Sophia confided her feelings to her best friend, Clara, who encouraged her to follow her heart and find out if Mr. Lucas felt the same way about her. Clara told her to be brave and talk to him about her feelings. However, the idea of confessing her love to Mr. Lucas made Sophia nervous. She was afraid she would ruin their friendship and her job if he didn't return her feelings. So, between the sighs and the uncertainties, Sophia realized that she was facing a dilemma. She needed to decide if she would be brave enough to reveal her love for Mr. Lucas or if she would continue to keep this secret to herself. Days passed and Sophia was still struggling with her feelings towards Mr. Lucas. She knew she needed to make a decision, but the idea of confessing her love still made her apprehensive. One day, while working together on a new project, Mr. Lucas noticed that Sophia was acting differently. He noticed that she was quieter than usual and seemed distracted. Concerned about his colleague, Mr. Lucas decided to address the matter. He asked Sophia if everything was okay and if there was anything bothering her. Sophia hesitated for a moment, but then decided to be brave and open her heart. With a lump in her throat, Sophia confessed her feelings for Mr. Lucas. She admitted that she was falling in love with him and that she could no longer hide it. She explained that she understood if he didn't feel the same way, but felt she needed to be honest with herself and him. Mr. Lucas listened intently to Sophia's words, his heart pounding as he absorbed what she was saying. He was surprised by her confession, but he also felt a wave of heat flood her chest. With a gentle smile, Mr. Lucas held Sophia's hands and told her that he had feelings for her too. He explained that he had been struggling with these feelings for some time, afraid of ruining the friendship and the work environment. Sophia was speechless, her eyes filled with tears of joy. She couldn't believe that Mr. Lucas loved her too. It was like a fairy tale coming true. And so, with her brave confession of feelings, Sophia and Mr. Lucas took the first step towards a new chapter in their lives. They knew there were challenges ahead, but they were ready to face them together with love and determination. With their feelings finally revealed, Sophia and Mr. Lucas began to discreetly explore their relationship. They decided to keep their romance a secret for now, out of fear of how their coworkers might react. In the days that followed, Sophia and Mr. Lucas continued to work together as always, but now with a new tension in the air. Every look, every touch, every smile shared was filled with the knowledge of what they had for each other. At night, when they were alone in their thoughts, Sophia and Mr. Lucas communicated via text messages, sharing details of their days and expressing their love for each other. They longed for the time when they could be together without restrictions, but they knew they needed to be patient. While keeping their romance a secret, Sophia and Mr. Lucas faced unexpected challenges. They needed to be careful not to arouse suspicion and to protect their relationship from prying eyes. However, despite the obstacles, Sophia and Mr. Lucas were determined to make their love work. They knew what they had was worth fighting for and were willing to face any challenge life threw at them. So, together in secret, Sophia and Mr. Lucas continued to explore the limits of their love, confident that, in the end, their love would prevail over all adversity. Despite being finally together, Sophia and Mr. Lucas faced a new challenge: distance. Mr. Lucas had to go on a business trip to another city, leaving Sophia alone in the office. In the first days of the trip, Sophia missed Mr. Lucas terribly. She felt an emptiness in her heart whenever she looked at the table next to her and saw it empty. However, she knew she was important to his work and supported his decisions. Meanwhile, Mr. Lucas also missed Sophia. He found himself thinking about her constantly and longing for her company. No matter how important the work was, his mind always returned to his beloved Sophia. Despite the distance, Sophia and Mr. Lucas found ways to keep their bond strong. They talked every day via text messages and phone calls, sharing details of their days and expressing their love for each other. At night, before going to sleep, Sophia would look at a photo of her and Mr. Lucas together, remembering the happy moments they shared. She felt grateful to have found someone so special to love. As the days passed, the distance between them only served to strengthen their love. Sophia and Mr. Lucas knew that no matter how difficult it was to be apart, their love was strong enough to overcome any obstacle life threw at them. And so, as they eagerly awaited the day they would be together again, Sophia and Mr. Lucas continued to nurture their love from a distance, confident that, in the end, their union would be even stronger. After days of separation, the long-awaited moment finally arrived. Mr. Lucas was returning from his business trip. Sophia could barely contain her anxiety as she awaited her arrival at the airport. When she finally saw Mr. Lucas appear in the lobby, her heart leapt with joy. She ran into his arms, hugging him tightly and feeling a wave of relief and happiness flood her being. Mr. Lucas returned the hug warmly, holding Sophia tenderly as she whispered words of love in her ear. He was also overjoyed to see her again, feeling complete with her. As they drove back home, Sophia and Mr. Lucas talked animatedly about their experiences during the trip. They shared laughs and smiles, enjoying each other's company as if they were meeting each other for the first time. When they arrived home, Sophia prepared a special dinner to celebrate the meeting. They toasted to love and happiness, thanking them for being together again after their temporary separation. As they enjoyed the delicious meal, Sophia and Mr. Lucas felt grateful to have each other. They knew that no matter what happened, they could always count on each other for support, love, and companionship. And so, as the sun set over the horizon, Sophia and Mr. Lucas retired to snuggle together, eager to continue their journey of love and happiness side by side. For them, the temporary separation only served to strengthen their bond and confirm how much they were made for each other. With Mr. Lucas' return, Sophia and he faced new challenges at work. As they continued to collaborate on important projects, they began to realize that not everyone was happy with their relationship. Some co-workers began to look at Sophia differently, questioning her competence and objectivity. They insinuated that her relationship with Mr. Lucas could be influencing her decisions and affecting the team dynamic. Sophia felt hurt and frustrated by these unfair comments. She knew that her personal relationship should not interfere with her professionalism, but it was increasingly difficult to ignore the criticism and disapproving looks. Mr. Lucas was also aware of the tensions in the workplace and tried to protect Sophia whenever possible. He supported and encouraged her, reminding her of her competence and value as a professional. Despite the challenges, Sophia and Mr. Lucas remained united. determined not to let others' opinions affect their relationship or their work performance. They knew they were a strong team, capable of overcoming any obstacle that came their way. And so, as they continued to face criticism and challenges at work, Sophia and Mr. Lucas remained united, confident that their love and determination would carry them through any adversity. Amidst the challenges at work, Sophia found herself overwhelmed and stressed. Mr. Lucas realized his loved one needed a break and decided to surprise her with something special. He planned a romantic weekend at a charming mountain inn, far from the stress of work and everyday worries. Mr. Lucas took care of every detail, from booking the room to organizing relaxing activities. When he revealed the plan to Sophia, his eyes filled with tears of gratitude and surprise. She never expected something so thoughtful and loving from him, and she was thrilled at the idea of spending special time together. On the day of the trip, Sophia and Mr. Lucas embarked on a journey of discovery and renewal. They hiked the mountain trails, admired the stunning views, and enjoyed long conversations by a cozy campfire. Over the weekend, Sophia felt more relaxed and revitalized than she had in a long time. Mr. Lucas's love and care renewed her energy and reminded her of what was really important in life. As they snuggled together under the stars, Sophia and Mr. Lucas felt deeply connected, more than ever. They knew that no matter what the future held, they would always have each other to support and love. And so, with hearts full of gratitude and love, Sophia and Mr. Lucas returned from their romantic getaway, ready to face the challenges that awaited them, together and stronger than ever. As time passed, Sophia and Mr. Lucas' relationship continued to grow and strengthen. They shared happy moments and overcame challenges together, building a solid foundation of love and trust. However, as their relationship progressed, important questions arose to consider. Sophia and Mr. Lucas began to discuss the future and what their next steps would be together. They wondered if they were ready to take the next step and make their relationship official, perhaps committing to an engagement. This was a big decision, and they both wanted to make sure they were ready for it. In addition, they also discussed their careers and future plans. Sophia had dreams of opening her own clothing store one day, while Mr. Lucas was thinking about expanding his company. As they reflected on these questions, Sophia and Mr. Lucas realized that it was important to be aligned in their goals and aspirations for the future. They wanted to ensure they were moving in the same direction and supporting each other in their dreams and ambitions. And so, as they continued to talk and reflect on their decisions and commitments, Sophia and Mr. Lucas felt confident that, together, they could face any challenge that life threw at them. They knew their love was strong enough to overcome any obstacle, and they were ready to face the future hand in hand. After many conversations and reflections, Sophia and Mr. Lucas reached an important decision. They were ready to take the next step in their relationship and commit to each other officially. On a special night, under the twinkling stars, Mr. Lucas gave Sophia a romantic surprise. He took her to a quiet place where he had prepared a candlelit dinner. As they enjoyed the delicious meal, Mr. Lucas expressed his deepest feelings for Sophia. He talked about how much he loved her, how much she meant to him, and how much he looked forward to spending the rest of his life with her. Sophia was touched by Mr. Lucas' kind words and felt her heart overflow with happiness. She knew she was ready to commit to him, to share her life and her love forever. With tears in her eyes, Sophia accepted Mr. Lucas' proposal, committing to be his partner in life. They exchanged rings as a symbol of their love and commitment to each other, promising each other love, respect, and support forever. That night, under the starry sky, Sophia and Mr. Lucas celebrated their commitment and the beginning of an exciting new phase in their lives. They were full of hope and happiness, ready to face the future together as husband and wife. And so, their love continued to grow, strengthened by commitment and the promise of a lifetime of love and happiness. With the commitment made, Sophia and Mr. Lucas began to make plans for the future. They dreamed of a life together, full of love, adventures, and achievements. One of the first decisions they made was about the wedding location. After much deliberation, they opted for an intimate ceremony in a beautiful garden, surrounded by their closest friends and family. While planning the wedding details, Sophia and Mr. Lucas also discussed their professional plans. Sophia was determined to fulfill her dream of opening her own clothing store, and Mr. Lucas was eager to expand his company and reach new heights of success. They knew they would need to work hard to achieve their goals, but they were confident that together they could overcome any challenge that came their way. Furthermore, Sophia and Mr. Lucas also started thinking about their future family. They talked about having children and the kind of life they wanted to provide for them. It was a shared dream that filled them with joy and expectation. As they planned their future together, Sophia and Mr. Lucas felt grateful for the love and support they shared with each other. They knew that, with dedication, determination, and, above all, love, they could achieve anything they wanted. And so, with hearts full of hope and enthusiasm, they continued to make plans for their life together, looking forward to what the future held for them. The long-awaited wedding day of Sophia and Mr. Lucas has arrived. The sun was shining in the blue sky, and the air was filled with excitement and love as friends and family gathered to celebrate this special occasion. Sophia got ready for the big day with her loved ones by her side. She wore the beautiful wedding dress she had chosen, with a radiant smile on her face, unable to wait to join Mr. Lucas in marriage. Meanwhile, Mr. Lucas was equally anxious and emotional. He prepared with his godparents, feeling grateful to have found the love of his life and ready to begin a new journey with Sophia. When it was time for the ceremony, Sophia walked down the aisle towards Mr. Lucas, radiant with happiness and beauty. Their eyes met, and they knew they were about to embark on the adventure of a lifetime together. During the ceremony, vows of love were exchanged, and promises of a life of happiness and companionship were made. Friends and family witnessed Sophia and Mr. Lucas' unwavering love, sharing in their joy and celebration. After the ceremony, a lively party followed, with music, dancing, and lots of fun. Sophia and Mr. Lucas celebrated their love amid laughter and tears of joy, surrounded by the affection and support of their loved ones. As the night came to an end and the last guests said their goodbyes, Sophia and Mr. Lucas retired together, ready to begin their journey as husband and wife. They knew that life had many adventures and challenges in store for them, but they were confident that as long as they were together, they could face anything that came their way. And so, with love, commitment, and hope, Sophia and Mr. Lucas began their married life, looking forward to what the future held for them. After the wedding, Sophia and Mr. Lucas embarked on a new phase of their lives together. They settled into a cozy home, surrounded by love and memories of the special day they shared with their loved ones. The daily routine brought a sense of comfort and happiness to the couple. They shared simple moments like breakfast together, afternoon walks, and peaceful nights on the couch. While adjusting to married life, Sophia and Mr. Lucas continued to pursue their professional dreams. Sophia finally realized her dream of opening her own clothing store, while Mr. Lucas expanded his company, reaching new heights of success. Despite the challenges and obstacles they faced along the way, Sophia and Mr. Lucas knew their love was strong enough to overcome anything. They supported each other every step of the way, celebrating their victories and facing their challenges together. As the years passed, Sophia and Mr. Lucas' lives were filled with joy, love, and fulfillment. They built a close-knit family, surrounded by the love of their children and each other's company. And so, as they looked back, Sophia and Mr. Lucas knew they had found the true meaning of love. They had faced difficult times and moments of happiness, but most of all, they had faced everything together, with love and understanding. They were grateful for every moment they shared and were looking forward to the future, knowing that as long as they were together, they could face any challenge life threw at them. And so, with hearts full of gratitude and love, Sophia and Mr. Lucas walked hand in hand towards the horizon, ready to continue their journey of love and happiness, side by side, forever.